My name is Stephen Elias, and I'm Dean of the School of Business Administration at Fort Lewis College, and I'm also the founder and director of the Fort Lewis Center for Innovation. Fort Lewis College has a very large Indigenous student body. We take a lot of pride in that. We take a lot of pride in the fact that we have a lot of Indigenous faculty members, and serving Indigenous communities is part of our mission. It's part of who we are.
Dean Elias is following the mission of ABLE by empowering Indigenous students, by allowing students such as myself, by allowing organizations such as ABLE to give back to their communities, to be successful, both at Fort Lewis College, in our communities, in the Durango community, in our home communities.
Dr. Elias has really bridged the gap between what's happening on campus, on the Hill, and bringing that amazing energy and creating a culture of potential here downtown. We have a beautiful space here at the Center for Innovation. Whatever type of entrepreneur you are, there's a space for you here, and Steve made that happen. The impact that Steve has been tremendous in our community because he is the node that creates connection points for all of these groups to come under one umbrella and work for the same goal. You have to have people like Steve in rural places because you need an orchestrator, and Steve is that orchestrator in Durango.
I would say first and foremost, business to me is about relationships and it's about community. Rural is a little more collectivistic, but we're all fairly small in the grand scheme of things. So coming together, I think we're able to have a bigger impact, a much more powerful impact. And that's a pretty cool thing to be a part of.
All of these groups have everyday lives and everyday jobs and everyday missions for their organizations, but the common thread is the love for our community. And so when all of those organizations can get behind that, beautiful things happen.
For Fort Lewis to be able to change lives, they need the financial support to provide education such as this, to have the resources that Fort Lewis provides to all its students, not just Indigenous students. They need the generosity of Alpine Bank. They need the generosity of Alpine Bank's members.
As great as the Western Slope and Southwest Colorado is, there are things that need to get done. And if we want to keep improving our community and making our communities just that much better, you kind of have to roll up your sleeves. The reality is we're all here because we want to be here. So why wouldn't you want to give back to the community you're so happy to live, work, and play in?